What's up, YouTube? Here we are again for another impromptu adventure. Driving down the street, and what do I see? What in the hell is going on here? You tell me. I have no idea. I'm in Alexandria, Louisiana still, and I run across this. Looks like a bunch of farm equipment, tractors, front loaders, whatever. I don't do farm stuff, don't know a lot about it. Looks like a front loader to me. But all this stuff is sitting here in random states of disrepair and decomposition. But there's a lot of them. And they are out on a main highway where cars are whipping by. So, what do you think happened here? I'm confused. As I walk around and see a forklift, there's a Datsun forklift. And then you got this guy on tracks here. Pretty cool. But sad at the same time, because I wonder if this equipment was usable when it was parked. Whatever year or decade that was, but right now it just sits here rotting. And I'm sure some of this equipment was pretty expensive. This is not cheap stuff. But here it is. You got scissor lifts and all types of cool stuff. Look at that. And I think what's interesting is that this place probably started its life as a gas station. And then, looking at the awning, the overhang there, I assume there were some fuel pumps, some gas pumps around here. And maybe in its second life, it was like equipment repair. Maybe that's what they did here. But whatever happened, they must have went out of business. Don't know if the owner died, or I don't think they went bankrupt, because if you went bankrupt, I would have thought that the bank would have come collected all this equipment, sent it to an auction or something, and tried to get some pennies for it. But here it sits. And you can see all this stuff here, and as we walk around, there's truly a lot of equipment here. And the interesting part is there's another building across the street that has even more equipment. We'll wander over there in a minute. But look at this. I don't know a lot about these. This one appears to be, what does that say? Head and Inquest. Okay. This building has definitely seen better days. Looks like it's probably at the end of its life. I don't think it'll be recovered. It'll probably sit here and continue to erode and dilapidate until it falls down, I guess. Sad. Hate to see buildings like this, because I feel like they could be repurposed. They typically aren't. There's another forklift over here. See, the weeds have taken over. I guess that's the purpose it's serving right now, is a trestle for vines. Got some heavy tarps here. Wander over this way. Got a barrel here. Let's kick it and see if there's something in there. I can hear fluid. Don't know what it is. It's probably oil. Maybe water, I don't know. This one's been consumed completely. This guy hasn't moved in quite a while, I think. The propane tank or whatever it runs off of is missing off the back. Now we'll wander down to the other side here. This guy's pretty big. Looks like he was already partially... Well, no, he's still mostly intact. Looks like the weather got to it and some people were probably dinking around with it, but still got the bucket on there. There's a football in there if anybody wants a football. It's pretty nasty, but hey, that's your thing. Go for it. Check this guy out. This one's pretty cool. This one actually looks like it belongs... Actually, no, it doesn't look like it. It's part of the railroad. I don't know what this thing specifically did, but it's got the knuckle on there. And then it's got regular rubber wheels, but it also has the... There you go. Trackmobile, that's what it says, the Trackmobile. What does a Trackmobile do? Anybody know? Add it to the comments. I have no idea what a Trackmobile does. Something with the tracks, apparently. This is pretty cool. See if we can see up inside this thing. What's in here? Somebody's water. I guess somebody was in here not too long ago. That's pretty cool. Never seen that before. Learn something new each day. All right. We're gonna walk over to the other building across the street. There's an abandoned house and a bunch more equipment attached to it. Here's remnants of something here. Some tires and I don't know if that's part of a vehicle or what that is. You got the remnants of a trailer. That's pretty cool. The sewer down there actually says 1972. I don't know if you can see it. (1972). It's not that old, but it's old enough. All right, we're gonna go over here to the another building that's abandoned here. It's part of the same structure. I don't know what this was. It looked like a storage or something, but nothing but some scrap lumber in there. All right, now I gotta cross this ditch and hopefully not fall in. Okay, we made it. We'll start on the back side here with this house. Directly across the street. By the way, like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. As always, the content is unfiltered. It's unfiltered. It's unedited. I see something, I shoot it. I upload it and I talk about it. I encourage you to do the same thing as always. Walk around your community, look at some cool stuff, record some things. You see something abandoned, if you enjoy these types of things like I do, go take a look. This house meant something to someone or to multiple families. And now it looks like it means nothing to anyone because it's just here rotting with just random pieces thrown around. Really sad. Sad to see houses like that. You know, people probably raise children in these houses. Hopefully children have fond memories of these homes. And this is what's left. Not much. All right, so we're gonna wander out here to the street now. And we got some more equipment out here that's just rotting. That one's pretty cool right there. Looks like a bucket that goes on a crane or something. bucket that goes on a crane, but pretty rusted. Thing's been there forever. So I'm gonna wander over here, take a look. Okay. Some more equipment, look at that. This stuff is thick right here. This brush has been, it's probably not that old. This stuff grows pretty quick, but if you look, you've got an old, what is that, a Ford? Does that say Ford? Yeah, it's an old Ford tractor. Doesn't even look that bad. Looks like if you got on it, you might be able to fire it right up. But it's just sitting here. Why is all this equipment just sitting here? I would think someone could use it for parts or do something meaningful with it. But they don't. They just leave the stuff here. Look at that. It's another fine piece of expensive equipment that's sitting here. Looks like there's a path cut through here. I don't know who or what maintained this. I don't know if this was a storefront or what this was. The place is buried now. But lots of equipment. Look at this guy. What did he do? Not sure if that truck is a vacuum truck or... Does that have a vacuum on the back of it? What do you think that is? Put it in the comments. I don't know what that is. There's no indication on it. It's got a hose. I don't know if that's a sewer truck or a sewer pipe or what the heck that is. More forklifts hanging out right there. Interesting. Very interesting. Let me make sure nobody's here. Hello? No? Okay. Look at this stuff. More junk. Junk, junk, junk. Lots of junk. Some of it not so much junk. There's another structure back there, but it's pretty overgrown. I'm not pushing my way through that crap. It's interesting because this little storefront or wherever this was, the window's broken. You can see in there. There's furniture in there. The place looks like it's mostly still intact, which is interesting. There's a phone number on the wall. What does that say? Basco? Tasco? I don't know if that says Basco, Tasco. Looks like Basco or Bosco. And then there's a phone number, a couple of phone numbers. I should call those numbers and see what happens. But the place looks like it's still got a chair in there and some original stuff that was left behind. And there's something else there that says Pete Abington, Abington, Pete Abington, Alexandria. Okay, Pete, whoever you are. I don't know if this was your property, whatever. I don't know what happened to Pete. Where's Pete? Pete! Hey, Pete! No Pete. All right. There it is, another impromptu adventure. Thanks for joining me. Like, subscribe if you like impromptu, unedited, unfiltered, unchopped up. You get what I get. I say what I say. It may not come out right. I may not even pronounce words right. Oh well, deal with it. It's about the adventure. Grab your phone, grab your camera, go out, look at cool stuff. You know, be safe, Don't put yourself in harm's way. Take a buddy if you can or when you can. But go explore. There's lots of stuff out here in this world that, you know, are in our own communities that we ignore. We don't even pay attention to them anymore. This one is old. This one right here looks like a gem. This one is really, really old. It's a forklift, I think. But it's seen better days. Anyway, thanks for joining. Like, subscribe if you like these types of videos, and have a great day. Sure we'll meet again soon. Thanks. Bye.